So I'm going to split the next set of videos up. Half of them will focus on a platforming game, and this set of videos will focus on a top-down game. So the problem we've got with the assets we've created so far is why the skills are important that we've learned. The way that we've done them does not apply to a top-down game because we're looking at everything from the side. With a top-down game, we want to look at everything from above. So let's create a new background. So we're going to insert a new object. We're going to scroll down to tiled background, give it a name. And unlike our background we've done before, I'm not going to resize this one to be 1906 by 720, I believe it was, which is the size of our page layout. Instead, I'm going to create a very, very generic looking background, maybe for something like a cave, that I can then apply to the whole screen. And I can have this repeated pattern. So let's just come up with almost like a cave floor, quite a mucky cave floor. Lots of dirt palettes there. So very, very rough. Doesn't need to look anything special. Just like so. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to actually make my canvas smaller. So I'm going to make this 50 by 50. This will make sense in just a second why. And we'll stretch the image. So there we go. There's our new image. We'll press X on that. And this is our image here. We can put this in the top corner. And we just stretch this across. It's going to repeat that pattern. And this gives us our floor, this textured floor that's just repeating, and we can repeat this as much as we want. So no green grass and sky. Instead, we've got this mucky grey sort of cave floor. So that's our first step. Our second one we want to do is we want to add some walls to go with this. So we're going to right click, insert new object, and we're going to create a new sprite. We're going to call this wall. Insert, click anywhere, and again what we want is we want a very, very simple pattern. So maybe if I want this to still fit like it's in a cave, maybe we will go for a slightly darker brown this time, or more of a greyish colour, but let's just go for that for now, and we'll keep it very simple for now. So I'm just going to add a wall all the way around. I can use copy and paste, so using our keyboard shortcuts of Control-C, Control-V. And then finally for these walls here, I'm just going to bring my mouse just slightly above this corner, and this will allow me to turn it. So I can turn this one all the way around till it's 90 degrees. And you might think, is that 90 degrees? It looks about 90 degrees. Actually, it's 90.1. So we can use our property tools just to make sure that's 90 degrees perfectly. And we're just going to cover this and box in our character like so. So when we create our character, it can't leave the play space. Just like so. Final thing we need to do is just click on our wall, right click on it, and click Edit Behaviors. I'm going to add one brand new behavior called Solid. What this solid behavior does is make sure that when we create our player cannot leave the bounds that we've created. So it can't go through the walls. So that's just one thing that we need to add there. Right, we're now ready to add our character in. So we'll do that in the next video and get our character moving.